Hi, it's Anne. Welcome back. So today we're going to talk about how to adjust the flame on a Nortel Minor torch. So it's quite difficult to catch on camera, so I've had to darken the picture a lot so that you can see the details in the flame. We'll do our best. Okay, so you know that a Nortel works with two different gases, propane on the one side and oxygen on the other side. So the propane is the gas which burns, and the oxygen just makes the flame hotter. And the little candles that you see here are actually the oxygen ports, because on this torch, both gases arrive separately to the torch head. They do not mix inside the body of the torch, they mix in the flame, okay? So this is the perfect torch the kind of torch, surface mix, to work with the soft glass like F3 or bullseye. If you use an internal mix torch where both gases mix inside the torch, then the flame is hotter and more aggressive, and this is better for borosilicate in general, okay? So you've heard the term neutral flame, and we're going to try and find it. From a chemical point of view, a neutral flame is one which is neither oxidizing nor reducing. But if you don't know what that means, don't worry, it doesn't matter. We'll just learn how to adjust it. Okay. So a neutral flame is what keeps your colors nice, okay? So, if you have a pure propane flame, you have a yellow flame like that, and it moves around a lot, and it has a soot in it. So you've seen the top of your flame being black, okay, and depositing soot. The more you add oxygen, and the bluer your flame becomes, and also it becomes straighter and stops moving around, okay? So it's hotter, but it's also more directional. And you can see in the candles here, as long as you have too much propane, you have this yellow streak on top of the candles, okay? And the flame is slightly fat out of the torch. It's a little bit rounded here. So to get a neutral flame, you need to add enough oxygen so that these trails, these yellow trails, disappear, and all you're left with is a little white tip on the candles. And at the same time, the bottom of the flame starts to get straight. So both sides of the flame grow parallel, okay? And this is the neutral flame. So the end of your flame will always curve up, but don't worry about that. This is not important. I'm concentrating on the first 10 centimeters out of the torch head, okay? And this is where I'm checking whether the edges are parallel to know whether I have a neutral flame. If you keep either adding oxygen or taking propane out, then your flame will turn pointy, like triangular, like a pencil. And this is an oxidizing flame, okay? And you don't want that. What you want is a flame which is neutral, which means that it is straight and it doesn't have these yellow tips here. It's just straight at the bottom, just out of the flame. And an oxidizing flame, a pointy flame like that, is not good for most colors. Reds, oranges, and yellows, in particular in the F3 glass range, dislike that very much, and they will start boiling if you work them in an oxidizing flame, okay? So now you know how to adjust the neutral flame, and the next video will explain to you which areas of the flame are used for what purpose. So don't forget to register before you go, and I'll see you soon. Au revoir.